Now, y'all know this drama is getting real bad when Brianna Olsen's bestie Vale is calling her out. And she's even saying that Brianna Olsen is using her own son for content, okay? If you guys have not checked out my previous video talking about Brianna Olsen breaking her court order and how she could be potentially facing jail time, check out that video. I'll leave it linked somewhere on the screen or down below, one or the other. I have to say, this shit is getting really, really crazy that Vale is being like the voice of reason over here and actually saying like, no, this shit is kind of crazy, and calling Brianna Olsen out on her live, which I think is good, y'all, okay? I am one of those friends that I feel like if my friend is fucking up or doing something wrong, then I definitely have to speak out about it. Obviously, these people, being that they're all live streamers, they're going to talk about it on live, and I think this is where they need to move behind the scenes, do you know what I'm saying? And kind of like have real conversations with their friends, because clearly everything that Brianna Olsen is doing right now is looking very, very bizarre. It's looking really bad for her when it comes down to her custody case. And I really do think that she needs to like get it together. Like, this is really going to affect her child. It's going to affect her. I think that all the decisions that she's making right now, she is going to regret at some point in the future. And I think that it's best that she gets some help if she needs some help. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, not even if she needs some help. I really think she needs to get some help, period. Like, go see a therapist or something. Take a break from the internet, you know, like stop getting so involved in all of this, you know, limelight here on social media. And it's just kind of like simmer down. Because as soon as I saw all of these clips of Vale calling Brianna out, I was like, oh, this is how you know shit is really getting real. Also, I gotta say this too, obviously, because we did talk about Vale and Brianna Olsen before here up on my channel. I gotta keep it real with you guys. I was fucking bean-boozled over here, or bamboozled, whatever the phrase is, because I legitimately had thought that they got into a real fight before, but then obviously all of you guys started tagging me in the TikToks to where like, oh, this whole entire shit was set up, which I gotta give them credit, okay? The shit was creative. They literally orchestrated a whole live to where they were fighting, and honestly, I thought it was real, like legitimately. Like, I made a video about it. It's still up on my channel, you guys can see, and I'm like, damn, this shit is crazy. And I'm like, oh, it's all fake. I'm like, hey, there's some pretty good actors. You know what I'm saying? This is real, though. Okay, like, this is real. If you guys checked out my previous video, like, we are, no, this is no skit. This is no fake shit. Like, really what is going on right now between 2K and Brianna Olsen when it comes down to their custody battle is some real shit. So I do think that everything right now that Vale is saying about Brianna Olsen is obviously some real shit. And I you know, commend her for speaking out about her friend, because I really do think that somebody has to say like, girl, like, come on, this is not okay. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Vale had said before that she's like actively trying to like see her kids more. And it seems like Brianna Olsen is low-key using her kid for content, which I think is really unfortunate. And I think that like she needs to get it together. You know what I mean? Also, by the way, too, I had to ask you guys about this because I was Googling about it. I'm a little confused because y'all know I don't know jack diddly shit about the law. Brianna Olsen obviously like brought her son over here and she was having him on like a live stream and all this stuff, to which she was obviously making money. 2K had made a video before saying that he's going to set up a Coogan account for his son, to where all of this money that they're making, a portion needs to go to him. I'm very confused about this because I had seen before on TikTok as well as here on YouTube, I actually saw that like apparently here in California, like you have to like set up this whole entire account if you're going to be having a kid on video, so that way, you know, people don't use their kids for content. So I'm a little confused as how she brought him over here and there's no Coogan account already set up, because as far as I know, and you guys can please let me know down below, I thought this account stuff was already set up here in California for social media. I know the Coogan account has been around forever. When I was a child actor, I actually had already had a Coogan account set up, and I know that was obviously through, you know, all these production companies and things like that. But I want to say recently though, like maybe last year or maybe the year before, I keep on forgetting when, they started this law here in California that like if your child's going to be on social media, then they need to be having a Coogan account, so that way that money is set to them, so that way they're getting a portion of it, which is 100% fair. Also, I gotta say this too, y'all. There was a couple, okay, a couple family, like YouTube channels or whatever, that ended up moving out of California, and I guess specifically for that reason, because they didn't want to set up a Coogan account, which I'm like, that's kind of shady. Anyways, I'm asking you guys about that because obviously Vale is saying like, oh, she's using her son for content, and I'm just kind of like, wait, like, isn't that illegal now? Like, isn't that like another charge towards her? Like, doesn't she have to set up a Coogan account? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I want to go ahead and play a clip right here to where Vale is talking about this Brianna Olsen. Oh my gosh, Brianna Olsen situation. Oh my god, Brianna Olsen situation. That right there is the downfall of me talking so damn fast. Y'all know I talk at the speed of light and sometimes I fumble. Anyways, check out these clips right here.
What could I have done for her to change her fucking mind about what she is doing? She's a grown-ass woman. All I can do is not support her and tell her what she's doing wrong, and that's all I can do, because yes, she is my friend, and yes, I want the best interest for Winter, but he's not in danger here. The only thing that's worrying is the fact that there's going to be legal actions and she could potentially lose Winter because of what she's doing. And I feel like she just did it for views and she doesn't care if she loses Winter or not. And I will say that to her face. Like, I'm not scared to do that. I will be honest. And that's just how I feel about the situation. I feel like she used Winter for views.
As y'all see from right there, she's speaking out about it and she's saying she's completely against it, but what is she going to tell her at the end of the day? Which I do agree with. Like, I feel like a lot of times people on the internet are very tunnel vision, you know what I'm saying? Like, us as friends sometimes, yes, we can call our friend out till we're blue in the face, but we can't really do anything about it. Like, what are we supposed to do? Fight them? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen this whole, like, you know, debate go along on social media to where, like, oh, if you're out with a friend and they want to stay and you want to leave, like, no, you need to drag them out. And I'm like, when you're like adults, like, what are you supposed to do? Like, if your friend wants to stay, I'm not gonna sit there and fight. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is where I'm just kind of like, right now in this situation too, like, Vale is like, hey, like, I'm not okay with this. I'm actually going to go ahead and play another clip right here to where you guys are going to see she's speaking out about it, and she said that she's totally against this and was not okay with the baby coming over there. And I'm just kind of like, her speaking out about it is good, but then at the end of the day, it's kind of like, okay, girl, you need to hold her a little bit more accountable. Talk to her behind the scenes and say, you need to get it together. And obviously, the people within this video, I'm so sorry, it's just my opinion, okay? These other people that are at that house, I think they really wanted Winter there because they knew that this was going to blow up on social media. And I do gotta say, I feel like Vale was there and she was like, okay, I'm not gonna be a part of this. Because apparently, okay, they were under the impression that they can get charged with something as well, too. Like, say, for example, they can be like an accomplice in kidnapping, and they were like, oh, hell no, fuck that. Which I gotta keep it real, y'all. If that was me, I'd be like, deuces, I'm not staying up in here. You got me fucked up. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with no cops or anything like that. Like, this is getting to be a little bit too much for me. And I would have dipped. And from other clips that I had seen, Vale did dip, you know? Anyways, go ahead and check out this clip right here.
We know it's not bad, but a judge isn't going to look at what's going on in here. They're going to look at the overall view, and the overall view is this is a content house with OnlyFans people, and like it's not a good look. And she brought him here going against the court, so obviously she has no respect for the court system, and she knew the consequences could be losing custody, going to jail, or making her situation even worse than it already is.
But it already happened.
So, but it doesn't matter. I'm just saying my point and how I feel about it. So.
But let's focus on the team. It already happened. Let's just try to get everything together and try to make Winter have a good time. And, you know, obviously she's going to have to get a fucking letter now. We have to write up a letter for her so she can present.
I'm going to have to talk to people. Like,
tipped $1. Pulling your baby's
we're going to keep the kid here?
from falling off the couch. It's crazy, shocking,
yeah.
And it's a good mom right.
She already did it. What's the point of...
You could get fucking arrested. Like,
but, oh yeah, true.
Y'all, I am shook. As you guys saw from right there, like, Vale really is being level-headed. She's being rational. Like, I'm kind of shook by that, because if you guys have seen Vale before, it kind of seems like, oh, like she's just along for anything. And she low-key seems like she's like attention-seeking too, and she wants to do things for views as well too. That's why they call her backseat, you know what I'm saying? So to actually hear her be very rational and say that Brianna Olsen doesn't give a shit about the court order, she doesn't care about this, like, I'm just kind of like, okay, like, good for her. And good for her for even speaking up and saying, this is a content house to where people up in here are adult content creators. It's like, why are you having a kid there? Like, can you guys imagine how this is going to play out in the court? To like, you have a baby staying at a house to where they film OF content? Come on now. Anyways, after that clip, I want to say right there, I could obviously have the timeline a little bit wrong here, because y'all, there's thousands of clips floating around on TikTok, but I'm pretty sure this is correct. After that, I want to say her and her boyfriend did leave the house because they were like, okay, we're not going to deal with this. Like, obviously, it's drama waiting to happen. So go ahead and check out this last clip right here.
I went back down there and I explained to her the situation of the phone call that I just got. And all she said was, at least it'll be on stream. So now I realize she doesn't give a fuck. So me and Jordan are leaving, and we're going to let them deal with the situation. We don't want no part of it.
I'm not trying to be a fake friend, but at the end of the day, fucking not telling me what the situation actually is jeopardizing me.
We are leaving her alone. We don't want no part of it.
I'm not associated with that bullshit. Like, you're gonna fucking lie to me about what it is, and now I'm gonna face fucking legal repercussion because of your bullshit? Like, that's not fair. And you're painting me as a fucking bad person because I'm the one who fucking booked you the flights. I'm the one who, like, fucking orchestrates everything for you, while you just sit here and fucking make videos pissing people off. Like,
not only that, I don't want what she's doing to affect anything that I have going on with my kids that y'all don't know about. So I'm just going to leave the situation. We both are. We're going to go eat, and we're going to let her do what she wants to do, because she doesn't give a fuck, and we can't tell her otherwise. I went downstairs. I explained to her the situation about the phone call that I got. I told her that what she needed to do, and she didn't care.
Realistically, why the fuck should I give a fuck about someone who doesn't even give a fuck about their own situation?
I'm not switching up on Bree. I'm gonna tell her when she's wrong, and I feel like she's wrong. So that's not me switching up on her. I'm not just. She's choosing this for herself. This is what she wants to do. That she's a grown-ass woman. She can choose what she wants to do. I'm not going to sit here and support what she's doing, especially when it comes to a child. I'm not going to do that. And if she's fine with what she's doing and she thinks that's right, then so be it. Just do what you want to do. But me and Jordan are not going to be a part of it. Yeah, I knew winter was coming, but that's not my fucking place to sit here and tell her what to do. She was gonna go down there regardless. She was gonna come back regardless. Nothing I told her. No, yeah, I did. That's why I got upset when y'all were talking to the police. Okay, because, yeah, I don't want her to get in trouble.
I'm gonna be honest, chat, we got into an argument today, because fucking, like, when the cops came, we like, said that, yeah, Bree's here. The reason, like, that actually says it all. Like, why would I say Bree's here if I think what she's doing is illegal? If I think what she's doing is not allowed? Like, obviously, I'm under the impression that Winter is totally allowed to be here and we're not going to face legal repercussion. Why would I be trolling then? Because, chat, it's like, okay, well, it's the drama with the 2K shit. Like, it was more like to troll that whole situation.
So I knew winter was coming, but there was nothing I can do about it. Like, she was gonna bring him regardless. Like,
yeah,
nothing she doesn't listen.
Y'all heard it from right there to where Vale had said that Brianna Olsen said, at least this is going to be on stream, okay? This is where it's just like, oh my gosh, look, I know the name of the game when it comes down to social media. Obviously, when it comes down to social media, you got to get the clicks, you got to get the views, and that's what gets people paid at the end of the day. So I get it, okay? If you're doing these skits, if you're acting crazy, if you're like doing, you know, all different types of collabs to where you're like making this seem like we're together, making this seem like we broke up, I get all of that shit, okay? Because obviously that's going to bring in money. But to like put a kid on the line and your kid on the line, I'm just like, oh my God, what is going on here? So I do got to say at the end of this video, like, kudos to Vale for keeping it real with Brianna Olsen, because that's like her bestie over there. And obviously Brianna Olsen could really take this the wrong way, that she's talking to her stream about this, and it could really seem like she's going behind her back. But to my understanding, it seemed like Vale was keeping it so real with her, like, girl, what are you doing? Like, you are breaking court order. You can go to jail for this. And this is where I'm like, Brianna Olsen needs to wake up, okay? Because obviously there's a lot of people out there saying she has PPD, and it's just kind of like, okay, girl, if you have PPD, why are you saying at least it's on stream? You know what I mean? It's kind of like, what's going through your brain right now? Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.